Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Blades of Exile. It is time for me to enter a scenario. The same one that I just finished previously. Because a small rebellion has at least 2 endings to explore. There's the rebel path, which I've done, and the path where I actually follow my Empire orders, and, yeah. Now, this second run is going to be much faster than the first. For one, I have access to Magic Map, and I basically know where everything is. I'm not going to bother reading out all of the dialogue at this point, just talk to Vonnegut. Blah blah contact, go to Willow. And let's see, do I have anything? I do have some things that could use identification, actually. Leather Great Helm and Martyr's Shield. Can basically cast Martyr's Shield on the bearer. Nyeh. Not something I actually use. Also, I seem to have acquired an extra steel broadsword somewhere. Okay then. Maybe I'll give it to one of my casters. Oh, and there's a mystery axe. I recorded the ending of the Rebel Path earlier today, and I already forget bits. Steel axe. Damage 7, bonus 3, compared to the steel broadsword. Steel broadsword is better, base damage is 9. Also, strong skill potion, very nice indeed. Since I've got Dispel Barrier, I don't know that I actually need to keep carrying around all these piercing crystals. I'll sell one. Also, I've been lugging around the Tome of Clarity and never using it. But that feels more like an edge case of might actually need it one day. So let's see, Crichton has a steel rapier, which would have been as good as the steel axe, actually. And Rigel only has an iron knife. Rigel is now well armed for a squishy caster. And yeah, can't magic map my way into maps of all the outdoors. Yeah. If we want to help the rebellion, we can talk to Canizares. But first, I actually want to see which of these dots will give me interesting stuff. Aha. We interrupt a particularly industrious group of brigands. And they are about to be very dead very fast. I want Zan in particular to get some more kills here. And that's exactly why. Okay, you folks are a little tougher than I give you credit for. Just to clean up all the summons faster, I'll cast a Firestorm. That's some good looting. Especially because I pick up another set of magic robes. And some pie. Pie. Okay. No, that's Rigel. Here we go. Robes. Crichton, you need better armor. Okay, so that's magic robes. Town of Willow. And I could cast a magic map to give myself maps of all the towns, but do I really want to use all of my sapphires on this? Sit in the chair. Blah, blah, blah. Find Stalker. Actually, what does happen if I say no? Fine. You reject our task, we reject you. Should you think better of it, return here. Otherwise, you can leave at the dock in Selesny. A boat will return you to the mainland. No thanks to you. You may go now. The lights return, the audience is over. Fortunately for me, I can just reset the dialogue. And we now have permission to go talk to Canizares. Actually, no, I think Maya. I can buy spells here, but I think they're a little bit cheaper from Maya. Because Rigel does have more levels of mage spells available, he just doesn't know any of them. Capture Soul is very expensive, but Simulacrum is much less so. Oh, also, my Simulacra have been reset, so I don't have anything. Yeah, for the most part, I'll just save my gold for now. And if I remember correctly, this town does have a shrine with a priest who will sell me spells. And I think I didn't actually pick up all of the level 5 or 6 spells for Zan. Not that I'm going to use any of those very often, but still, can be good to have. Especially Shatter for when you want to break down a bunch of walls all at once. Yeah, I know all of those. Mission. Probably I could ask him about mission without even going for the rebel keyword first. Okay, go to the Abandoned Empire Fort, find the papers, deposit them in Salathny. Got it. Also, I believe there's a cat in the recording closet with me. And I'm not even going to bother with the ogre farm this time around. I've already gotten what's really good to get in there. I'm getting really spoiled by Rigel's alchemy ability here. Also, interesting that every time I make a potion, it randomly generates the potion graphic. Well, hi there. As much as I like doing area of effect spells, the ogre mage needs to die faster. There we go. Asp skin gloves. Do those poison me or do those enhance my poison? I can never remember. Poison augment. That might be good for someone using a poisoned weapon. Also, it turns out I don't actually want to come in here when I'm relatively low on spell points. Yeah, I think the Ogre Freak is actually immune to poison. Okay, that 1 point of item lore I gave to Rigel is actually tipped things over into me being able to identify items once in a while, as opposed to never. Chase away the monsters. Better. And we do the sneaky thing. Right, I do not want to jump down the hole. It is better to use the stairs. Oh no, we're trapped. Whatever shall I do? Although... I can pick up another copy of the ice shield here. So who here even uses a shield? Aaron could. Aaron is not dual wielding at present. It might make my action points go to crap. Yeah, the ice shield does add enough to encumbrance that I want to be wary of giving it to anyone with mage spells. Oh no! An icy and malevolent voice. We'll meet you soon enough. I might as well drink from the healing pool. And then immediately get poisoned again. Hooray. What I may want to do here is pick either Aaron or Chiana, give them the flaming sword and the ice shield, and let them go to town on the ice slimes. And I may not want to spend much longer hanging out in the ice cloud. Okay, free up a hand for shield. Don't have access to any kind of divine warrior spell, so simple haste and bless it is. I really need to get Rigel and or Dargo up to level 3 priest spell so that somebody else can do light heal all. Nope. also do the thing of making Chiana the active character. The ice slimes don't actually spawn the walls of ice until they notice me. Interesting. Okay, that should be all the ice puddings, and I should pay attention to the main screen, not just the map when I'm moving around like this. Yeah. So I can take a lot of punishment indeed when I've got a pretty good supply of medium healing potions. Phew. It's a little... I was going to say it's a little harder to tell where I actually am here. I have to go the long way. Hello, secret chest. So there are potions here. I probably won't know what they are just by looking at them. Yeah. Okay, I'm honestly a little bit underwhelmed by Korthrax's poison thus far. I mean, I might as well pick up all the potions. Even if I don't know what they do now, they might come in handy in the next dungeon. Though an energy potion would be quite nice for Zan right now. Also having revive, or even revive all, would be quite nice for Zan. Oh, hi. Seriously, does Darko just have a big kick me sign on his back for ice-breathing lizard things? Unidentified axe, not gonna bother. Okay, 2 more caverns, maybe 3 that are likely to have icy enemies. Good. I knew that wasn't the last of them. Ah, darn. Okay, so I am going to have to deal with those ice lizards. But I can bring my whole party. Magic Sling might actually be able to hit stuff. But the wound spell can hit things much more reliably. Okay, and now to save my game. At last you reach the far end of this icy gauntlet and come face to face with your tormentor. You soon wish you hadn't. It's an ice drake. It's an enormous lizard, slightly smaller cousin to dragonkind, 40 feet from head to tail. When the fearsome blue creature sees you enter his cavern, it rears up, ready to breathe doom upon you. However, when it gets a good look at you, it lowers its forelegs to the ground and looks at you, confused. This moment may be the distraction you can use to attack safely. Well, we know that we can handle an ice drake. But what happens if I wait? Because I never did select this option last time. You stare at each other for several stressful moments. Then the drake breaks into laughter. It roars with amusement, looks at you, then roars again. "Oh, this is amusing," it chortles. "All this time I thought you were just another ogre sacrifice that got lucky, and here you are, a fully equipped group of adventurers. How droll! Well, I imagine you've just come to kill me and take my hoard, or something tedious and futile like that. If that is the case, you might as well just attack me and get this over with." It thinks. Of course, you might be here for some other purpose. Sometimes humans, far in the past, before the dark days of the Empire, came to me for my wisdom. Have you come to see me for any other reason? The Drake might know what happened to the papers you're looking for. Of course, this could also be a trap. Do you talk to it and say what you're after? You describe to the Drake the papers you're looking for. It thinks. Old Empire records. Come to think of it, yes, I do have something like that. It leaves the cavern for a moment, and then returns. Yes, the ogres once thought that they could appease me with something besides sacrifices, and threw down to me everything they could get their hands on, including a bunch of old records. Normally I would charge you a stiff price for these papers, like a human sacrifice or some such, but I have the nagging feeling the Empire really doesn't want you to have these. The Empire has killed almost all of my kind. Anything that annoys them, I will help with. Therefore, I will give you these papers for only 500 gold, or however much gold you have if you don't have that. It snorts a powerful cloud of frost from its enormous nostrils. Do you agree? Sure. So if you have more gold than you have faith in your combat abilities, especially at the end of this horrible icy slog, you can just pay the Drake and not fight it. It nods, satisfied, and perhaps slightly relieved at avoiding a combat with you. You pay it your gold, and it leaves the cavern to retrieve the Empire papers. It gives the thick bundle to you. It chuckles again, and says, "Good luck with your efforts. The only thing I enjoy more than the taste of your kind's flesh is the thought of your leader's misfortune." With that benediction, it shows to you a rear exit at the far end of its lair, and slams the portcullis closed behind you with an enormous clawed foot. It turns and walks away, leaving you with your prize, and the exit before you. Well, that does lock me out of whatever's in this chest over here. But it's really not that huge of a deal. And that is why I wanted to show off doing that dungeon again. Gianna, how many lockpicks do you even have left? 3. Okay, that's not bad. And yes, I know the Empire contact person for Jane is likely to be annoyed at me for skipping steps, but whatever. We get slightly punished for depositing the papers without having Jane check over them first. Go ahead and follow the instructions. Return the papers, then go see what other missions they give you. Uh-huh. You've proven yourselves worthy enough to get to your next contact. You should go see O'Grady in the town of Muck and ask him about the rebellion, because that is totally not super obvious. Okay, here's O'Grady. They tell me you want to join the Hill Runners. I'm supposed to guide you through your next test. He looks grim. Yes, you are trying to join a sacred and important band of heroes, which lately seems to want anyone. I fought for years for our band. I gave my blood, even betrayed my position, and now we're bending over backwards and taking risks to suck in any band of wanderers we can find. Aha, see, if you, question him thoroughly enough, there are hints early on that O'Grady does not like you. Listen to me. I betrayed my position to gain a high post in the Hill Runners. Now, after you went on one little raid, we're giving you all kinds of trust and work. It's wrong. But they say we're to give you this next test, and I'll obey. Get a box in Salathni, deliver it to Zaskiva. Go to Eleanor, say sainthood, go to Zaskiva, and let things go boom. Also, I wanted to mention the worker Hilty's name to Jeanette because I neglected to do that on the last run. She's confused at first. For a moment, she doesn't recognize the name. Oh yes, derelict worker. She's been absent for 1 day. She may have to be dealt with. 1 whole day. Gosh, how horrible. You mentioned Hilty is in the shrine, sick. Oh, well, the serfs are always getting sick from one thing or another. I suppose I can give her an extra day or 2 to get better. Yes, how generous and such. And once again, I ask myself, do I have anything that needs to be identified? I did pick up the gloves and metal bar again from the ogres, or the abandoned Empire Fort, which is currently owned by ogres, and potions. Although... Boom, identified. Yep. Nimble gloves, and also nimble gloves. Isn't it fun picking up multiple copies of enchanted items? Okay, so that's not the area that I want. There it is. I actually can sell the Brew of Leaf. And I might sell 1 or 2 of the speed potions. I don't use those very much. I have so many alchemy ingredients, I'm not even running low on most of them. Possibly Asptung mold and wormgrass, but I don't remember which recipes use what. I have so much comfrey root. See, kids, it pays to hoard your ingredients. finally, I can train Crichton and Zan up to level 7 in their primary spells. Hehe. And I'll make Rigel my backup healer, why not? Now, the Zaskiva part of this adventure is going to be pretty much the same for either path you take, so I'm not going to bother recording that one. And I will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a good one and take care, everybody.